Welcome to our presentation. This is part of the presentation character design and development for the course Fundamentals of Game Design or Fundamentals of Gameplay. Now we are discussing about player designed avatars. Some games allow the players to define their own avatars, like the Lord of the Rings. The player can select his sex, body type, hair, eye color, the power, dexterity, everything. It will also affect his personality or actions in the game. If you design such a game on one-to-one to give the player to define his avatar, you should be giving him more tools and more effective tools so that the player can define his avatar well. For example, this is an example where the game designer has given an option for the player to define their own avatars. I hope the link works. The mouse pointer should change, but why it's not changing? Here you go. So you can see, I think you'll be able to select from some basic characters, some male character, some female character. There will be tools around. There will be different tools all around to select from and to define the hair color and body type or the different kind of instruments the player will have. Somehow it's being slow. Just wait a bit and see what happens. Let's see if I go in the middle. Does it work? Still taking too long. I got better provide screenshot. I think what you will see different controls here, different controls there, and then in the middle the player, if you select different options, the player will be shown in different forms. That's how you define your avatars. Yeah, maybe this is something you can think. Things are working crazy. Okay, based on the selections, the avatar will get changed. Anyway, so this is justetc.net, our primary service, justetchhosting.com hosting service, mall.justetc.org selling of electronics and computer products, short notes and training videos on programming and IT. Anyway, we can go to the next one. Now, the avatar can be specific or it can be non-specific. I think in the just previous example, it was specific. But what can be the non-specific? In the non-specific thing, the player is not well defined. You can see the player. There is no visual appearance of the avatar in the game. Simply because the player or the designer did not define him, did not define his personality well, or his personality does not affect the story a lot. So you can see no defined personality, designers did not specify about them, not defined by the designer, no visual appearance. For example, Myst. You will say the avatar who is playing the game, it's a shooting game. The player has some sort of icon that defines his you can see a mouse pointer is moving, and that's the avatar, and the mouse pointer is shooting or climbing or whatever it is. There is no visual appearance of that avatar. This is called non-specified avatar. Also in Half-Life, the Gordon Freeman, he's never seen in the game. He's also a non-specified avatar. You just see that he's shooting different people, and the gun is there, but you can't see Gordon Hoffman, the actor of the Half-Life. That will be the player's avatar. You don't see him there. Anyway, sometimes designers find that the non-specific avatars are very limiting. You cannot represent the player well, or cannot represent the character well. It does not make the game to be interesting, or the gameplay does not seem to be interesting. They thought that if there are some visual appearance of the avatar in the game, that would be more interesting. The players would like to see the avatar in the game, and would like to see them in the game interacting, and the gameplay would be more interesting. So in modern games, the designers usually try to bring the avatar live and display some sort of appearance, try to display him. So in modern games, use detailed characters for the avatars. Avatars will have some sort of personalities, histories of their own, some appealing visual appearances. Many games, those are derived from movie licenses. Those avatars already have some personalities, histories as defined by the movies, and people expect something from them. They know what they are. I think people also enjoy to play such games because they already know the avatar and they want to be like him. They want to be represented by that avatar. And sometimes the avatar is not specific or non-specific, it's just in between the middle. It is called partially characterized. I think when the game does not have very long story, very good story, superficial, the character is not very well defined, this partially characterized avatar works well. Usually these are represented as cartoons. In the most action games, the avatars are usually cartoon-like. If you can see here, why it's not coming? It should be a hand icon. Okay. Yeah, when the avatar is shown as a cartoon, so the player doesn't have any emotional attachment, too much emotional attachment with the character, so they feel okay and they don't mind associating him with the avatar. It's a Mario game. The player is represented as a cartoon. And also the control mechanism for the avatar can be direct or indirect. The player himself can be the avatar. He can directly control the avatar, or sometimes the player itself can work as a guide for the avatar. Maybe he will guide the avatar to go there, to do this, to do that. He will not be the avatar. I think players feel better when he himself is the avatar. He is the player. He is playing the game as the avatar. Players feel good in that way. Now, I think I can stop here. Maybe I will discuss the male and female character issue in the next presentation, next video. That will be better, I think. Thanks.